Well, good afternoon, fellow YouTubers, and welcome to another grand and glorious episode of Arizona Podcast, starring I, your host, Mr. Arizona. It is now 3:04 in the afternoon on Friday, April 26th. 2024. The title of today is simple, ladies and gentlemen, but true. We all live and exist in our own individual prisons, in our own individual prison systems. The question of today is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to rage against the very system, the very essence that you created yourself? Or are you just going to go with the flow? Just go with whatever happens to come your way, or what happens to not come your way. That's the question, ladies and gentlemen, because think about this logically. We all live in an invisible prison with an invisible prison system. Whether you want to believe it or not. Just because you can't see the bars doesn't mean that they're there. Just because you have the illusion of freedom doesn't mean you really actually have it. Because think about it. We're supposed to be free people, right? But our people and the freedom is limited. And yes, our freedoms are supposed to be limited according to the law. And this dates back all the way to the biblical times, which states that we must obey the laws of man, because without laws, we are a lawless and unkempt society. But here's what it is, though. We, the people, are the ones that made up these laws. And therefore, we created other people to implement these laws. But what happens if you rage against them? What happens if you don't do what you're told? What happens if you try and fight outside the box? Well, you get punished by the law. If you break the law, you get punished by the law. So therefore, raging against the very system that you guys created, I think, is an exercise in stupidity. For instance, and I'm just going to say this bluntly, people were doing whatever they could to vote our current president into power, into sitting in the chair. But now, the people that voted for him are now complaining that he's not doing this, he's not doing that, and blah, 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 blah. Well, the thing is, why complain about something that you yourself put into that position? You know, you could have easily voted no. I don't want this president. But you voted yes, and now that he's president, you want to complain about him because he's not doing exactly what you expect him to do. And I'm sorry, but not everybody is going to conform to everything that everybody else says or does. World's not built that way. World's not meant that way. You know, it's like a used car salesman. He could sell you a car that's a complete and utter junk pile. That is a complete and utter wreck. But you don't know that until after you've bought it. Then you're like, well, this sucks. I want my money back. Well, too late. You know, once you drive it off that lot, it's yours. And you have to deal with the consequences of that. Just like with every one of us that is voting for a president or anything. How about before you go to the voting polls, period, do your research. Know exactly what type of a person you are going to be put in a chair of power before you do it. Because once you do it, that's it. There's no turning back. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And that's why, and that's what, why we get what we get in society, what we get in everything that we do. Because as I stated before, we are a completely I want it now type of society. In actual reality, none of us really care who sits in the president's seat, as long as the task at hand is being done. Because if it isn't, then we're like, man, he sucks. He's this, he's that, he's this. Well, my question is why'd you vote for him then? Because they saw an opportunity and they said, look, crap is going downhill fast. We need somebody in there now, pronto. Okay. So they voted, they tallied up their votes. And bam, there you go. You get a new president. Now, was he the correct choice? Well, I personally cannot say whether he was a good choice or whether he was a bad choice. I am choosing which I am well within my right to do so. I am choosing to be a non-partisan party, which means, truthfully, it doesn't really matter to me who is sitting in the presidential chair as long as they get the job done. That's it. And right now, I'm going to state facts, not fiction. For one thing, hang on for 1 second, hold that thought. Now, as I stated before, for one thing, there's a lot of junk, and there's a lot of garbage floating around in social media and on news media, radio stations, talk shows, all of that. Okay? Now, a very good percentage of that could be truth, and a very good percentage of that could be either lying or taking the truth and overinflating it. Now, me personally, it's not my place in that sector to decide whether something is good or whether something is bad. Now, my opinion is based off of my observation, what I have seen. And what I've seen is, I'm just going to be blunt, the world's slowly but surely going to hell in a handbasket. The state of our economy is about the worst it's ever been. More and more people are going jobless and homeless. And so far, nothing has been done to help or improve the situation. Which to me is most unfortunate. And my closing opinion, nothing more, nothing less. My closing opinion is this. Somewhere, sometime, to me, somewhere, sometime, somebody is going to get tired somewhere, somebody, sometime, they're going to be tired of getting jacked around, getting kicked around, getting crapped on, someone's going to get tired of it. And to me, that someone is not going to be alone. And it's going to be with others that think in the same way, think and feel the same way that they do. And then that's when things are really going to be like monetarily bad. Because there will be a state of just upheaval. Then later on, when all the smoke and all the dust and all the dirt settles, things will be all right for a little while. Until something else goes on or something else happens, and then it flips everything into a tailspin once again. And then once again, here we are again. But my ending hope is for something to happen in a very, very positive way. To where you won't have to worry about fighting people anymore. To where you won't have to worry about hurting people anymore or people hurting you. You know, to where we will finally achieve what we've always wanted to achieve. Which is peace, love, and happiness. Not only with ourselves, but with each other as well. Because I believe that there is a lot more good in this earth than people realize. That there is a lot more hope in this world than people realize. And we are the ones responsible for either making or breaking this earth. Hey, Millsy, how you doing, sweetheart? Good to see you, love. But I'm doing pretty good, just tired. I busted my ass a lot yesterday. Jesus, I worked trying to fix my mom's place up and help take care of my niece a little bit. And yesterday was just, it was exhausting. I didn't come home until like real late. Probably about almost 8 o'clock because I was just tired, dude. My mom had a lot of work and she couldn't do it all on her own. So she has me come over to help her out. And together we get stuff done and make the yard look nice as my dad would have wanted us to. But can you believe it? My mother is 80 some years old. And she still helps me out in the yard and helps me to get it done. My mom is the most amazing mom ever, man. She really is. And my hat goes off to her for helping me out yesterday and doing all that. I could have done it on my own, but my mom helped. And we ate lunch and everything, but still, it was just... Yesterday was tiring because my mom went to go pick me up, right? And apparently everybody started freaking out. Everybody started doing this. Oh, my niece is in there by herself. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And so the police were called and all this other bullshit. And I come over there and everything is all gone to hell. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. Everybody's freaking out because my mom left for less than 30 minutes. And everything goes to hell. And it's like, my mom can't even leave her own fucking place to fucking mail a fucking letter without people freaking out about it. Fucking stupid. I just don't like seeing my own mother being disrespected in her own home. That's what I don't like. That's what aggravates me to the quick. And also, I don't talk to my mom. I don't see my mom that often. I look forward for us, when we eat breakfast together. I get a chance to talk with her and hot breath with her for a little bit. Spend some time with her. while I'm helping her out in the yard. And that's why I used to always look forward to eating lunch with her too, because we would sit there at the patio table and we'd just talk and spend time with each other. But yesterday, because of all the other bullshit that was going on, they fucked me out of it. Which I thought was complete and utter bullshit, because they should be fucking organizing their own goddamn shit and leaving my mom out of it. But no, they drag her into it. My mom is just, she's just got so much on her plate right now. And it's wearing her out. Just dealing with everything, it's just wearing her out. And, you know, my mom is 80-some years old. She should be enjoying her golden years, or enjoying her retirement and everything. But she's not, because she gets all this other crap dumped on her. Because the parents are too stupid enough to deal with it. So they dump it all on her. But other than that, I'm doing good. You know, I just thought yesterday everything was just complete and utter bullshit. And I was about ready to say something and say, look, y'all don't come in here disrespecting my mother in her own goddamn house. Y'all understand me? I don't give a fuck what you guys have to do or where you fucking come from. You don't fucking come into my house. You don't come into my mom's house and fucking disrespect my mother in front of me. This is her house, not your guys's. You don't run her. She runs you guys. This is her house. You run from her schedule, not your guys's. If my mom doesn't conform to what you all want, though, then that's your fucking problem, not hers. My mom all fucking day had to deal with the repercussions of that shit. All day. Just bullshit, man. You know, I don't care if I get disrespected. I'm used to it. I don't give a shit. I'm used to being crapped on. I don't give a fuck. But when you disrespect my family, especially in front of me, that's where I get pissed. And they're damn lucky I didn't say something, because I probably would have gotten my ass sent home for that. But I didn't say nothing. I kept my mouth shut, minded my own business. But there's going to become a time to where I can only get pushed so far. Then I'm going to wind up saying something. And then they're not going to like what I have to say. Because trust me, I do not like my mother being disrespected in front of me like that. That's bullshit. That's crap. And that should never be done. Just like I never liked it when, you know, my daughter was going through her shit. when she started disrespecting my mom, my wife. That's what pissed me off. Like I said, anybody could disrespect me. I don't care. Don't really care. As long as you don't disrespect my family. Because if you do, I'm liable to say something. And you know what's funny? That's standard issue with anybody. But like I said, back to what we were saying, everything is placed in our life for a reason. And a lot of the times it's because we put it there. You could easily take it out or remove it. Very easily. It's just that some people don't want to do it. Just like if someone's bothering you on the internet, it's easy to tell them to fuck off and block and remove them from everything. It's easy to do that. But the thing is, a lot of us don't want to do that. Because then they're afraid, oh, I'm going to lose face or I'm going to lose friends. Why? Why should you be scared of that? Shouldn't be afraid of that. If someone's bothering you, just cut them out of your life. Just cut them away. Like the dead branches on a fucking tree. Just trim them away. Then they go away with time. Because time has an amazing way of making things disappear. And it's true. Even your worst problems ever, once you confront them, you set them free, and they don't bother you anymore. Simple as that. So anyway, I'm about ready to head out because I got some other things to do. So you guys take care. Much love. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace. And thank you for watching. Have a great day.